Good morning. It is ChiFlow. Take a sip of your water. It's getting to Wuchi. I had to open my door. It was freezing cold in my tiny house here this morning. It was 66 degrees. It was really very cold. All right, let's get into Wuchi, get comfortable, get these bones stimulated here, feel internal. We're going to stimulate some bones today. All right, after you get into Wuchi, let's raise up our hands, lift up off our feet, and then come back down. Ha! We're going to knock our heels into the ground. Yesterday, we started this heel knocking where we lifted up. So hands up, lift up high, and then come back down. Yep, come back up, come up with your hands, and then push it down to the ground. Lift up, and your heels are kind of coming up here as you're coming up, and then your heels are coming down here. So you can go faster, though, and get that energy out. Breathe out. Ha. Couple more. All right. Oh, there we go. Let's have our hands up. We'll do a little cleansing and clearing. So we're going to exhale into a twist. We're going to drop and turn, look over that shoulder. And I don't want your knees coming in, caving in. Nice drop and twist here. And I'm hearing popping and clicking in my shoulders. And that's a good thing. You want to do that. If possible, that means some of that stagnant energy is leaving. We're opening the space between our shoulder blades. And then it pumps all the way through our body down to our feet. And then exhale out your mouth. So just drop and turn. So anything that may be weighing heavy on your mind, just let it all go. The universe is going to take care of it on its own with you. But you have to let them be in tune with you, have to know about it. And that letting go helps. So we're letting the weight of the world just drop off our shoulders right here. That feels good. Sometimes we carry it all with us. All right, slow it down. Let your hands just flop till they stop. All right, let's step out a little bit wider. And let's do heart to sky, heart to earth. So hands together, bend, and then breathe in, heart to sky. Exhale, sink your chest in. Inhale, nice lift up. Palms touch, exhale. Inhale. Nice deep breath, as deep as you can go. And then exhale. And this helps open up our rib cage and all that energy around the sides of our body. All right, hands here. Let's just do a little swimming dry. We did a little of that yesterday, but let's continue it on today. So this one, we're just gonna take our hands and we're just gonna go from one side to the other and look over that shoulder and come back to center. So this is actually helping to move the energy in a lot of the bigger muscles in our body. This helps our liver, gallbladder, spleen, all that energy. And it helps our spine move all that energy. Because if our spine gets stagnant, we start getting backaches. And I've noticed that since I was not doing Qigong every day, I started developing a backache. I was sitting more. And now my backache is going away. All right, so now let's do some swimming dragon. We did this yesterday, just move back and forth. So hands can be together and then come up And then up by the forehead, just back and forth, swimming back and forth. You can feel this nice movement in your upper back, lower back. Feel that shoulder blade moving, that energy as we go up, 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 all the way up. We're not raising that bubbling spring here because we're down in a horse stance and then we come back down. If you weren't in a horse stance, you could lift that up into bubbling spring and really get a double action. And now let's do powerful dragon. I love all these dragon. Woo. It really helps our intercostals, ribs, abdomen. It's going to stretch all our quadriceps and everything like that. And so it's punching dragon. So we're going to be doing that. So first, we're going to start with swimming dragon, and we're going to make a whole routine out of this. So we're going to start and going back and forth. And so just feel this like around your lower back. This one really helps that energy and work with our kidneys to help filter our blood. Back and forth. And we want to help that kidney fire. And so now let's do powerful dragon. So let's turn on our right heel and come over on your left toe here. Let's have your hand on your knee. Now find the right stance for you. So still on the back toe, you can even be up a little closer here. And so we're going to do all those in this stance. So we're going to be doing some pumping here, pumping action, and then inhale and then exhale. And then just synchronize your breath as you're pumping back and forth. And right here, you're sinking down just a tiny little bit. So you inhale here and then exhale as you punch back out. So you're building all this strength in your legs, and it creates flexibility. And you will be like a very resilient in your stance. No one will be able to knock you over. Very nice. Let's do one more time. All right. Now drop your heel. Let's switch over to the other side. Come back to center. Ah, that was tough, but it really helps our balance. Ah. So sink your chest here. Nice deep breath, hands to the sky. Inhale. Inhale here and exhale. I said the wrong one there. That can happen to me. All right. And then again, modify if you need to do this, shorter stance, just however it feels to you. I have a couple students that can't even do that. So it's a little harder for them. So definitely modify it. You don't have to get as low as I am going. So sink down. I don't want your knee over the top of your toe, but if you can, and then pulse back and forth. So you're doing this dynamic stretching. It's really a good workout. And I believe this one really increases my balance. I can really feel it. I feel very strong after this one. And you go slow or as fast as you want. Slower is actually better because it's harder to maintain that balance. And then just create this breathing pattern, pushing and pulling. There we go. Very good. All right, now back to center. Ah, oh, that feels good. I want to bounce now. It's like automatic. It's like right after all that, my body wants to bounce. So when we pump our wrist like this, it's our heart pericardium meridian. There we go. You can see it a little better over here. Yeah, there we go. So Bring your hands wherever you want them, but I want that heart pericardium meridian to be bouncing around, that nice and loose. Feel it in your shoulders and your neck, right at your cranial base right here. C7 really takes a beating. I think it's our garbage pit. That's why a lot of people just get so big in their back at C7. Mine was like that. And bounce and breathe and try to put your attention somewhere. Maybe it's your lower back. Maybe it's your shoulders. And then just let it release as you breathe into it. In your nose, out your mouth. All right. Slow it down. So let's do humble warrior. Let's float our arms up and the wrists cross here. Touch the points on your chest right here. Sink your chin down, sink down. This is humble warrior, right into your heart center. So we're very humble here. Inhale, come up, arms out to the side and straight, and then push. There we are. And then inhale, feel this nice connection, humble warrior. Cross your hands over and then sink down into your heart center. And then inhale, your hands just kind of leave there, come across, and then push out. I have one hand lower than the other. And then we're asking the universe here for guidance, bringing it in, and then accepting it. Inhale, float those elbows out and out. Exhale, push out. Inhale, as you look up even, and then cross your wrists as you come back down into that humble connection to our heart center. Our heads are bowed. You're not really far over. You're just like this nice little bow, chin tucked back and in. Cross your arms over and then push it out. Lift up. Cross the arms over into humble warrior. Exhale, push out. Inhale, deep breath. Oh, I didn't even stay in humble warrior too long there. And push out. Inhale up, come down, cross down. Nice breath here. And then exhale. Inhale. And this is an easy one to remember when you're outside on your own. It's a very humbling exercise that can help remove excess and have us connected to our heart center. We're just entering in because our heart, I think, is in control, not our mind, if you ask me. Inhale, push away. Bring it in. This just helps us to be humble. Humility helps us just be connected, I think, when we approach things with humility, right? Rather than judgment. I'm reading this book, Be Water, My Friend by Shannon Lee. It's all about Bruce Lee. It's pretty cool. And it's a lot of his writings that were kept by the family and now are being published through her words. It's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. And I think he was just really this humble philosopher at the end of the day. All right, check in now. Check in with your heart center here. All right, bring it back down now to your belly. All right, let's have our hands over our belly right here. Now breathe into it. Feel that heart-centered energy that's now filling you up, or it's already filled you up. Let's just do some nice turning circles. So inhale here, hand floats up, just nice across your face. Right here, hand floats down. And then nice deep breath. We're just going to flow this circle around our body as we hold on to our lower dantian. Inhale up and then cross over. Exhale down. You're having this slight little turn here of your hips as you come over and lift up. You feel this elongation and then the twist again of your hips as you come down. And this one can be slow or fast. We're turning from the center. And the circle represents form and formless. They talked about that in the book I'm reading. And we want to get to formless. The form is our mind and our intention. And we want to bridge that gap. They talked about that into our consciousness. Your mind says, move your arm. I move it. But then this life force energy actually listens to your muscle and does its bidding. I love it. So we can create this power within us. They call it the animating power. So notice now, look at the things in the room, all the things around you, everything around you, that is the form. But everything in the space between all of it and you is the formless energy. Just, you can feel it moving through your hand, the air, gathering that energy. All right, let's bring this left hand to the belly. Now let's do the same to our right hand. Or whichever hand you were doing, just do the opposite hand. You can close your eyes here now that you have the movement. Feel the movement of your joints, all your wrist, your hips as they're turning, your hand is moving down. And now just get into it. Get inside yourself here. You are more than just moving your body, though. You're the breath coming in and out your nose here. And that is formless. We can't see it. We can't even visualize how it goes into our lungs. And then what it does there is pretty amazing. How all those little cells move through our body. That's the formless. I love that. So it's kind of like this. So we're doing this yin yang, form and formless, very subtle. And I love that about Qigong, that everything is so subtle because it works, I think. Everything that is hard, it takes a little longer for it to work. Anything that's very subtle kind of works on its own. I don't know. I always digress and say what I maybe shouldn't, but or what's coming to me. Qigong will really open you up and allow the universe to work through you so you may get some lovely insights, intuition. I call it our discernment. All right, bring your hands down and let's bring it in. Connect to our center and bring it down our midline. Switch hands. And so the dominant side of your body is your yang energy, and the non-dominant is yin. So my dominant is my right. And so as you're coming down that one side, it just creates just a little bit of difference in your body very subtly again. You may feel it, you may not. That's what this practice is all about, being able to feel it, identifying those feelings within you. They're there, they just want to be moved. And look at your hand as you're guiding that energy down your body. Believe it or not, your body recognizes this intention, this calm, centered part of your day. Whenever you want to get back to it today, just do a breath like this. You're there. All back to our center here, feet together. Just feel this soft body, bamboo in the wind, and just breathe. And maybe hopefully tomorrow I'll have a different backdrop. It's nice and cool in here today, so I may want to paint. Yesterday it was really hot, so who knows? I just kind of go with the flow. It works. Nice deep breath, nice gentle smile. You accomplished a lot today in this body of yours. Stir it in. Stir that in. If you want, you can walk in place even. This is your earth. When you walk in place, you're walking on the earth. If you ever need just a little extra grounding, just sit and do this. You could do it while you walk even, right? Circle, circle, circle and walk. It's actually good to walk backwards. Ah, nice, wonderful practice, everyone. Thank you, thank you. And I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And who knows, my backdrop may be different, right? All right, take a sip of our water. Oh, that felt good. I'm so glad I'm back at it. Necessary. Thank you, thank you. I will be back tomorrow. Bye for now. And I can't hear you, so I'm going to just end it all. Bye.
Bye.
Well,
Have a
if
great
you have questions,
Tuesday.
drop them in the chat.
Okay.